Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to use Prismatic Machining Workbench, and we're going to do pocketing and facing this part. As you can see, I already created the safety plane, and we're going to open up our Prismatic Machining Workbench. We already have our product in here, and we're going to use generic machine. I'll say it's a 3-axis machine. Click OK. We're going to create our raw stock. To do that, we're going to click on our name. We're going to use our existing part. Part body here, and we wanted to face it also. So we are going to add a little bit of length on top. So what we can do is, I may have got smaller instead of bigger. So it's 1.5 right now. So if we're going to be adding length, it's going to be added both ways. So let's say it's 1 3/4. I'm going to click OK. And here's our raw stock. Now we're going to add our operation. So we're going to set up our machine, our origin, on this part right here. Click OK. We're going to select our design part by selecting Parts Design, our raw stock, and our safety plane. That's our safety plane. We're going to do, we're going to say we'll do face milling, or there's no pocketing in here. We're just going to say we're doing face milling. Let's say roughing. Okay. So we're going to create our resources. We're going to start with facing our parts. So we're going to select our face mill. I'm going to say it's a 2-inch face mill. And we're going to add our parameters. So we're going to say it's 2-inch. We'll make it a little bigger. And this one, corner radius. Corner radius is this right here. So what kind of radius do we want? Let's say 0.2. We can even, let's make it a little smaller. Let's say it's 1/8. And this one I'm going to do 1 1 1/8. Now, this is asking us our how big do we want our cut to be? Let's say, well, let's do 0.2. That's good. Head length. Head length is how deep is our, or how big is our head. Let's do height, 1/2 inch. Oh, it's a little too small. Let's do 3/4. Our half diameter, will make it a 1. And everything else looks good. We're going to say OK, OK, and close this. Since we know we're going to be doing pocketing, we can create our tool right now. And we're going to do a pocket with our end mill. Let's say it's a 1/4 inch end mill. And we're going to edit our parameters. So our cutter, since we're making a 1/4 inch, we're going to make it 1/4 inch. The radius, let's make it 1/16. The length of the overall tool, make 4 inches. The cutting area will make 2 inches. Head length, let's say it's 2 1/4. And let's make it 5/8. The hub diameter. Click OK. So we created our tool. Now we're going to program it. First, we're going to do a facing operation on it. So we're going to put it in here and we're going to choose facing. So in the tree, we're going to select our face mill. No, we don't want to keep searching in the library because you won't find anything. So in order for us to make it easier to grab the part that we want to do, this is the, it says the bottom, but that's where it's going to be a contour, right? Our top plane, I'm going to choose the same one. We don't have any limits. We can select our starting point. I'll say, okay, this is my starting point. And our end point can be here. Now, the way we want to face it, or at least the way I want to face it, I wanted to make it in zigzag, so back and forth pattern. I want to start here, zigzag it all the way here. And we're going to simulate and see how is it doing a job, what kind of job it's doing. If it's doing a good job or not a good job. So here's our part. We're going to make sure it's being slow enough for us. That one can be that. And we're going to click play. Oh, it went fast. Look at that. It played really fast. Now let's see if we can edit that. Yep, it's completed the path. Good. Okay, so let's make it slower a little bit. A little bit slower, and here we go. It finished the facing. Okay, we're happy with that. We can check our toolpath. It does do the good job. We can unhide our raw stock just to see that it's going deep enough, and it does cut our face. Okay, we're going to select this accepted. Now we're going to go and create another program. And we're going to say we want to do the pocketing. We're going to select our pocketing program. And it's asking us what kind of tool do we want to use. We want to use the AM mill. No, we don't want to keep searching in the library. And it wants the contour. We're going to hide our raw stock again so we can see our contour here better. And that's the contour of inside the pocket that we're going to do. We're going to check mark that. It's already selected its bottom plane. And it says that the bottom plane is right here, the bottom axis here, which is okay with me. But we need to make sure that it's not going to cut all the way through. It's not going to go to the bottom plane. Now, we want to make it in 3 layers. And when we say in 3 layers, number of layers, it's supposed to calculate the depth for us. And it doesn't seem like it's calculating properly. So I'm thinking that it's going to go all the way down to do the cut. As you can see, it goes too deep. And because it's doing too deep, we're going to have a very small amount of material left at the bottom. So what do we need to do? We need to adjust our bottom plane. I know that that part is the thickness from the bottom to the bottom of the pocket is 1/2 inch. So I'm going to adjust my bottom plane and say, okay, don't go deeper than 1/2 inch from the bottom of my plane. Now this one doesn't want to adjust for some reason. Let's switch it up. Let's say it's 0.33 inch, and let's simulate. Let's simulate. Okay. It looks like it's not going as deep, but it's still not doing 3 layers like I wanted to. So it's doing good here, but it's only doing 1 layer. Now, if we'll fix it and we'll say we want 3 layers, so it's not being adjusted. Number of layers without the top. We'll say let's see, maximum depth cut. Let's see, let's say quarter. Number of layers. It's not adjusting. Come on, simulate. Still doing 1. For some reason, it doesn't want to do what I'm asking it to do. Oh well, it is what it is. So what we can do is say we want to change the order of operation. What if we want to do okay, I'll have to figure it out later. Maybe it's this one. Let's say that this is going to go first. So we want to do the facing first, but for some reason my tool disappeared. Face mill, I need to change it altogether. Okay, face mill and mill. Oh, because I didn't save it. Okay, I didn't save my and mill simulation because I didn't like it, and that's why it didn't save here. So it disappeared. We're gonna redo our programming for the and mill for our pocket. We're gonna select pocketing again. We're gonna select our bottom here to pocket. It already did the contour for us. It selected our bottom plane. Now it's working properly. Look at that. We'll say our starting point would be right here, and our end point is going to be right here. Now we're going to say we want 3 layers. The numbers are not still changing. It's not changing. We want 3 layers. Let's see, our bottom plane, contour, top plane. Our top plane is this. Now, is it going to change? Yes. Okay, now it's changing. So if you want to do the layer, you got to make sure your top plane is selected. You got to do simulate. You see our 3 layers there in our toolpath. Oh, why is it doing so long? Here we go. And now I need to make sure our simulation is going to be slow enough for us to see. And we're going to click play. And there you go. Now it's going in layers. Here's 1 layer. Here's 2nd layer. And there's our 3rd layer. And as you can see how long it will take us to machine it. Total time is 1700 seconds. I don't know what it's going to be in minutes. And now we're going to try and play. Oh, did I save it? Let's get out of here and we're going to say, okay, I'm happy with my simulation. Now we're going to go to the top program and we're going to try and play the whole thing. How is it going to play? So Let's play it. Here you go, it's doing the facing, and now it's doing the pocketing. For those of you who tries to play it all together and you have an error popping up, I'm gonna find the error right now for you guys. I took a picture of it because I had that error pop up too. That's the error right here. So what it's saying here, error computing Delmia simulation model. What it's saying here, all necessary information are documented in here. So you have to go and find that document. You go to your program files. I think it's in a local disk, and then it's in the salt systems. Jeez, the salt systems. Where is it? Program files. The salt systems. Then it's gonna be in a cloud file. And when it's B64, you're going to startup tool, and then Delmia, and it's going to be in documentation, and the file is Delmia C compiler installation. So if you read this document, it says you don't have compilers for it to run your simulation. And in order to do that, you need to basically download the missing software. If you drag and drop, I already did this on my desktop. This file right here, it tells you different compilers that are compatible, and if you install them, those basically some drivers that need to be executed. Then it tells you how to go and make them active. So you're gonna go and make them active, and then you will be able to play this simulation. Uh, so if you click on your program, and you can play making both of those tools at the same time. Okay, I hope you enjoy this video, and make sure you save your files that you created, your simulation. Um, and make sure it's saved. And thank you for watching. Hopefully you learned something today.